How did we go that?
Oh man, the Truth and Reconciliation.
Oh shit.
It gets kind of confusing near the end, but the intro is so cool. Because, like, as a kid, night was always cool, because, you know, like, you had to go to bed early and stuff.
Yeah,
so, like, night was always elusive and mysterious. This level, like, takes place at night, and there's, like, the awesome music. Oh, I see what you did there. That was clever. But,
well, that's what I did. That was the first time I played this level. It was, like, pitch black outside. I was immersed.
Just, like, on a massive TV with this music playing through the speakers, and it's just, like, the flashlight illuminating everything. What's really cool is in the SPV3 mod, they've redesigned everything, and it's heavily snowing and stuff.
I really like the new graphics in this one.
Yeah, no, this level is just so cool.
They did it so much justice.
God, I love Halo C. I love the environments of it, the ideas that it has. And although up here it's like confusing, because like, you know, you're getting like your sights and stuff, but if you switch graphics, look, the rock here, do you see on my screen?
Oh,
like,
it's
the
like
rock,
it shifts a little.
the rock geometry is slightly different, so if you're not careful, you can just shoot into an invisible rock that you can't see.
And definitely in the levels to come, there's a lot of mountainsides that, you know, over.
The geometry's not quite lined up correctly.
Yeah, it's mostly for show and all that. Oh.
Yeah, it's weird that they never tried to expand upon stealth.
Yeah, although I like that, you know, they were getting you with player and ally strategies with being like, alright, we're gonna hang back until you like get these guys riled up, and then we're gonna like come in with you.
I went through like, you know, the Internet Archive thing, like, and I went back to like some of Bungie's old posts about Halo 2, and like they were talking about in Halo 2 the Marines and you as well, you were gonna have an ability to flip tables over and make cover for yourself, and they were gonna have a dynamic lighting system where you could shoot out light bulbs to darken the room and get the drop on enemies, and you're gonna be able to lean around corners and...
Dang.
Yeah, there was...
That sounds really awesome.
They had a lot of ideas, and sadly not a lot... Yeah, they were saying, like, yeah, there was a lunar base planned, you were gonna fight on the moon, like... There were going to be multiple low gravity levels, and yeah, it's really sad that pretty much none of that they could do because of the. And they actually talk about the time crunch that they were under on Halo 2 in that interview that I was telling you about a while ago.
Oh yeah.
It's just it's sad. Like, they really hated Halo 2. Like, you get that idea from the interview. Nobody at Bungie liked the product they made. That's, like, really sad. Like, they apparently, like, morale was super low. Like, they weren't enjoying the game they were making. Like, they felt like it was a ghost of what they wanted it to be. And they said, like, even Halo 3, there was a bit of, like, still stress left over from Halo 2, but they said at least Halo 3 we didn't feel like we weren't making the game we wanted to make.
Damn.
And it's like, that's so sad.
I would have never guessed that, because I enjoyed 2 a lot.
Yeah, well, like, you don't know the background politics, you just enjoy the game. Like,
yeah, I mean, for the most part, that's what happens, but, you know, now...
This music's so good, by the way.
Right? I love the soundtrack.
I like the scenery of you creeping along a cliffside with the gigantic golden planet, and even in the classic graphics, it looks pretty, like, mysterious.
Unforgettable. Oh my god.
This level's cool. Right. I like it. The music's good.
I love how in the anniversary graphics they fleshed out.
Yeah, they added, like, mountains. And...
So you fall.
Yeah. Oh man, Halo 6, like, we still don't know anything about the story because there's no teasers or anything. But Halo 5, at least after, like, the story was over and, like, the dust had settled, you know, and we were picking up the wounded, like, like, the rage had subsided, the, like, legendary ending has a ring lighting up. So it's like, we're going back to a Halo, boys! Like, so that's at least everyone's excited because we're going back to a Halo in Halo 6. So it's like a Halo in next-gen graphics, seeing what that would look like. Yeah.
Dude, that's awesome. Holy crap.
Got anything else? Trying to think of other crazy Halo memories.
Oh man.
Any other Halo memories that you remember?
I forget what I was gonna mention before while I was at the side of the cliff. Oh man, that classic camo though.
Oh yeah. That's the thing that Halo didn't bring back, was just finding shit in the environment.
Right? Just random power-ups and stuff. Like, where is that?
That's almost like a holdover from like the Doom days of first-person shooters.
Yeah.
Where you run into a room and you find like a floating chest of armor that you pick up, and now you've got armor.
Yeah. And now, if anything, there would just be like attachments, like armor abilities and stuff.
Yeah, Halo. That is kind of true. Like, Halo 3 almost brought them back in like a spiritual sense with the equipment.
But either way, a newer, different sense.
Yeah, it was more like a spiritual successor to the power-ups with equipment.
Yeah.
Where it was kind of like that. Although it was kind of cool that you could deploy your own shields and stuff.
Yeah. But, oh my god, I love the equipment
The
pickups.
flare!
Yeah, in Halo 3.
Oh, you're being serious!
Well, no, not the flare.
When you're running around a multiplayer and suddenly someone's like, and here's a flare. Now nobody can see!
Well, that I liked, because then I'd just be like, memorize where everyone is. Bam, bam, bam. And I'd be like,
there's like gunfire everywhere because everyone's shooting at random. Oh, this is where the hunters got. This scared me as a fucking kid because the hunters were scary.
Me too.
The music played and
it was like, what do I do? You know, most of my shots aren't doing jack. Like, ah, man.
It's also cool that like this was like their first entrance. You never saw them before, just being beamed down from a mothership.
Right, and you're like, oh my god, they're
scary
sending
giant aliens.
Like a double, like, boss battle.
Yeah, it's like two of them, just two of them, and the music gets all scary, and it's like, what's going on? Oh my god, they're so big, what?
Oh,
yeah, the hunters were scary. There we go. In Halo 5, I think it's cool that, like, sometimes with encounters for the hunters, you'll just see like worms crawling out of the ground and like crevices, and you'll see them form into the hunter in front of you.
Oh my god, that's crazy.
Yeah, it's pretty cool when it happens. There's like one level in particular where you're being chased by hunters. Like there's this glass window, you're in a space station, and like the ground starts shaking, and then it's just like, rah, it screams and smashes the window, but it doesn't break it, it just like cracks it, and it's staring at you, and then it like runs away, and Chief's like, hunters.
Oh shit.
Yeah, it's so cool.
Here's our guys.
Here they are, they're so scary, oh my god!
Oh god,
oh my god, they're so scary that a single shot with the Magnum kills them.
Right! It always happens when I revisit CE when it comes to the hunters. I'm like, oh god, is it going to be as hard as I remember? And like, no, I took him out with a plasma pistol.
Yeah, you just show, yeah, because like they're all clunky and they're just waddling around, and it's like, aw, bless them. Like the black elites that show up in the final mission are more challenging.
Oh my god, where they're just like trying to stealth everything. Oh my god.
Man, it's so weird how alien-y the Covenant are in this game.
Yeah,
like
it's good to see them at their roots, you know.
Well, like, they have a freaking mothership with a comical, like, beam that, like, sends down troops, like...
Right, like,
Oh, man, and it looks super cool in the anniversary graphics. Where the fuck are the... Oh, yeah, that's right, they're dropping off more troops, because everyone dies by this point.
I want to show how funny...
Oh, they're like, woohoo! And they're all going up.
Yeah. I mean, it made... Like...
It's fun. It's fun.
Yeah. That's one thing I will always like about Halo. Seeing Marines have fun makes the game more fun. It always has for me. They're just like, woohoo!
This part was pretty tense, I remember, as a kid.
Oh,
well, just because, like,
yeah.
what the fuck is this? And it shows up later, and it's trying to kill you.
Yeah, and you're like, oh god, it's attacked this whole time.
Yeah, and, like, I remember even as a kid being like, what is this thing? It looks really weird, and, like, oh yeah, and the fucking, you see it on your motion sensor. There are enemies in the room, and you can't see them.
Yeah.
Because wasn't this the first time the Elite's cloaked?
Yep. And oh my god, it's terrifying just seeing the floating sword there. And it's just like, oh my god.
Remember Halo? Did you see Halo Forward Unto Dawn? The movie? That Halo movie thing? Remember when they were in the academy and like the guy was running and then he just stopped and like slowly the sword uncloaked and it went he ran right into a cloaked Elite sword.
Yeah, oh god, that was just sad. I felt bad for like everyone in that movie.
That was pretty intense, that third act.
Oh my god.
Of that where they're like they like look out the window and it's like dark and then the lightning and you see the silhouette of all the Covenant ships.
Oh yeah, dude,
that was
scary.
It was super cool.
Because it doesn't take them long to just like straight up destroy a whole planet like that. Like especially in the early war days.
Master Chief's like, you're the only ones alive.
Right when it
is it in the academy? The planet.
Right, that part got me so bad. I was like, dude, they're the last. This is like worse than Reach. At least Reach, we got all these guys to like come with us.
At least in Reach, the Covenant were dicking around in some farmer's field, like eating his cows or whatever, like before they invaded the planet.
Head off.
Yeah. I fucking
something in the fields. Killed his son.
Something in the fields, like. Oh, it's the Covenant on this planet.
Yeah, definitely not the other super dangerous wildlife that we're used to here on Reach.
I think that's like actually kind of funny, like their reaction to it in hindsight, because like they've been here for weeks and you didn't detect it, like the Covenant Empire, and it's just like, it's the goddamn Covenant, and then Emil's like, oh yeah, or something, like, it's just like, it's the Covenant Empire, dude, and they've been here for a while.
He don't care, he just like, fine, that's Emil for
He's like, lil K.
I'm ready! How about you?
Oh yeah, the Covenant, the Halo music. Oh, we can go. The doors are open. What does it look like in the...
Oh yeah.
Alright. You can get behind this. God. See, the anniversary's so beautiful looking. I remember during like the pre-release material for this when they were using like the Reach assault rifle as a placeholder. So Chief's just like running around with a Reach assault rifle that has 60 on the...
I vaguely remember that.
And they also, in the pre-release material, they could switch it back instantly, like the MCC version.
But then they released it and got the fade-in thing.
Yeah, where it takes like 8 hours to like switch because the fucking 360 is like choking on and like...
Right. But now it's just like blink, blink.
Yeah. And it's cool because in Halo 2 Anniversary, you can do it in mid-cutscene. Remember we were doing that back and forth?
Oh yeah.
It was like Hollywood CGI, and then it was like a block with a face drawn on it.
Oh, that's so bad.
God, the great... Man, it's so weird also, like, it must be weird for Bungie that, like, Halo 2 Anniversary happened because they hated their game. And, like, it's, like, a remake and, like, and all this money.
That, and I was just like...
Because, like, in some of the pre-release interview stuff, Joe Staten was basically like, why are you doing this? Why do you like this game? It's shit. Like, why are you wasting your time? Like, just like the guys at Bungie, they were like, why are you doing this? Our game's not good. Like, stop. Which, it's just, like, that's so funny, like, how, like... sometimes, like, the author, I guess, like, are harsher on themselves than, like, you know, their audience.
Yeah. I mean, that's what happens, you know,
for most part, yeah.
With artistic minds in general, like,
yeah.
You know, you're just gonna be like, is anyone gonna like this? I know I like this, I know I don't like this, but everybody likes it when I don't like it, everybody hates it when I like it. Like,
Yeah.
It's an endless struggle.
It's kind of like life, man. It's
like
an endless struggle.
Yeah, it's like life. Just life.
This is creepy music.
Right?
The Covenant used to be pretty scary.
Right, because you didn't know what was going on. They had all their different types of things, but like, what the hell are they trying to do? Like, why are they trying to wipe humanity off the face of the galaxy? Like, just a whole lot of why.
Yeah, and it's also weird when you think about, like, in this game, they learned that Halo was a super weapon from the Covenant. Like, the Covenant knew it was a gigantic weapon, remember? And they were like, they want to take control of it. Whoever controls this weapon controls the fate. Like, it was heavily implied that, like, the Covenant wanted it because of its, like, destructive capabilities.
Yeah, and then
but then in Halo 2...
and it's
like the holy rings will light the path, and they're like maniacal, like crazy. And
right, they've been manipulating their own like people the whole time into thinking it was just a gateway to afterlife, and like where they weren't wrong, it was a gateway to death.
It was a gateway to the afterlife, in that it kills them, all of them.
Everything in the whole galaxy gone.
I wonder how, like, the science of a Halo ring would work. Like, how it's able to like, leave behind everything, like, plant life and stuff. Like, did it cleanse all life?
Yeah, and it's
like,
just
even
that,
plants.
It's just that they all had a bunch of things that went out to different planets.
Yeah, because it was implied that those gigantic pillars that you see on Requiem, those are, like, gigantic storage vaults of just like genetic data from millions of life forms across the galaxy. And like shield worlds like Requiem is where they stored the information to protect it from the blast of the rings. And then like they had, the monitors would like monitor the galaxy, and like once all flood traces died off, then they'd send out drones to begin planting life on the different planets.
Oh man.
Halo's lore is pretty dope.
Right. I wonder if they would ever, make a game about the ancient
precursors.
Well, not only that, but the ancient humans before the Halo explosion, when they're first encountering the flood and like running for their lives, while also having to face the Forerunners.
Yeah. It's really, like, tragic, like, the story of the Didact and stuff, because, like, the Gravemind has this technique called the Logic Plague. Have I explained that to you?
I forget how it works, but I remember the term at least.
It's like, it's basically manipulation, but they don't call it manipulation just because it's so much... It's like, the Gravemind is so intelligent that within, like, just a couple lines of dialogue with you, it understands how you think, like everything about you, and it can specifically word things when it's talking to you in such a way that it'll subliminally plant ideas in your mind. And the Didact, basically, the reason he fucking hates humanity irrationally is because he actually had a conversation with the Gravemind, and the Gravemind, as like a form of sabotage, like, the Didact doesn't know it, but he was a sleeper agent for the Gravemind all along. Like, the Gravemind made him hate humanity and stuff, so that the Didact started to focus more on humans than the Flood itself.
Because the humans were coming their way first from running from the Flood, and that would explain why the whole time they were like, wait, they're running from something?
Yeah, like, basically the Gravemind was, like, leading everybody astray, like, screwing with everybody, like... The Didact basically started to, like, have all this, like, political upheaval within the Forerunner ranks. We gotta fuck with the humans! It's like, but they're taking over our galaxy. He's like, no, it's the humans' fault, trust me. Like, he didn't even know it, but he was a sleeper agent for the Gravemind because he was infected with the Gravemind's logic plague. And the Gravemind was trying to do that with Cortana in Halo 3, like, when you finally get to her, which... People are wondering if 343 is going to use the Logic Plague as a explanation for Cortana just going mental and like taking over the galaxy.
She just, for someone who was so like strong, collected,
defended Earth from the Gravemind.
Yeah.
Because she's like, all life matters, people should have the choice to choose, and then in Halo 5, she's like, I'm gonna rule you all with my giant dumb space owls.
Right, after like completely losing her shit in 4.
Man, her death was really sad in 4.
Oh god, yeah.
That was really sad. Like, and even more sad was Lasky talking to Chief on the bridge.
Oh my god, that was...
Remember that fucking conversation? He's like, I'll let you have the bridge, Chief. And then Chief, like, for the first time in, like, hearing that voice, his voice cracks. He's like, she said that to me once about being a machine. Like, and you hear his voice waver. Like, it's like, fuck, man! Like, I didn't sign up for this!
Right? Halo 4 was, like, dramatic in such a different way. Like I said, it was almost in a Broadway fashion. Like,
it was like a punch to the face after Halo 4. Like, and everyone's gonna go, yeah, it was, because they ruined it. No, I mean, like, a good punch to the face, where it, like, it hurt a lot.
You know, it brought a whole lot of attention back to Halo, you know. People thought it was the end after Reach, but like 343 came out.
And it was like I did a lot of like analysis and stuff, and especially talking to the writers, and something that I thought was really clever about the end cutscene, you know, where it's like the Didact who's like, we are Forerunners, and basically you hear the Didact, probably a speech he gave to the Forerunners themselves, like defending his actions.
Oh yeah.
And you see Chief just like walking back, and he's like almost like in a day, like you see all the Marines saluting him and stuff, and everyone's like looking up to him, and it's just like you get that Chief doesn't care, like he's not a badass, he doesn't feel like one, and he like rigs up to that thing that starts taking off his armor, and he actually is in, it looks like I think what's it called? It's like Leonardo da Vinci's, like the depiction of man, you know, where the circle, and Chief's in that pose, and his armor is being deconstructed, like who Chief is, layers of
here's
him.
The man underneath him.
Yeah, and the last thing you see are like his eyes closed, so it's like, what are they gonna look like when they're open? Like, who is he gonna be when he opens those eyes?
Right,
like,
because we've already...
He can't hide now. He can't hide. His armor's gone. Like, so who is the man under that helmet? Like, it's so clever.
I remember seeing in the magazine the original design for his face, you know, where he kind of looked a little bit like Carter, but, you know, he had, like, brown eyes.
Yeah.
He had, like, a little scar and stuff.
They describe Chief in, like, at least the books as, like, pasty white. Like, so fucking pale because he's just always in his armor. He like, barely has seen the sun on his skin. And, like, just, like, and because he barely, you know, like, he's barely seen the sun, his eyes are also, like, ridiculously pale blue. Like, almost icy blue. Like, it's almost startling when you see him look at you directly in the eyes.
Dang. Probably just as startling when he looks at you with the helmet.
Yeah, okay, with the fucking helmet. Like, see that big helmet with the gigantic orange visor, and suddenly he turns and looks at you. Like,
and you're just like, hi.
Yeah, it's like the Army and the Chief, like, remember the Believe ad when it, I am Master Chief, lol lol lol.
That would be so bad.
I fucking love Army and the Chief so much.
Oh my god.
I am Master Chief, lol 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 lol.
My Rafflecopter goes.
Yeah, my Rafflecopter goes. Man, remember Reach Machinima was so fucking awesome. Like during the days of Reach when Machinima was everywhere.
Yeah. Oh god. Although I mostly caught the part where, you know, it was getting popular in 3, but...
Oh, well, yeah, I mean, 3, definitely. And then it peaked in Reach, because everybody was doing, because the theater mode had even more tools that you could use.
Yeah, easier use, and, oh my god, it's beautiful.
Yeah, like Caboose in Halo Reach's campaign.
I love that video.
Do you remember the kitten in Halo 3? Do you remember? Or no, it was Puppy in Halo 3. It was like green screened in a puppy, and it's like, what's this? And it's like a little green screen, and there's a puppy sitting there. And he's like, it's a puffy. Like, it's like super dumb in hindsight, but at the time, like nobody had like access to green screens and stuff, so that was almost like, whoa! Look, someone put a puppy in Halo 3.
Right? Oh god, a classic that definitely most people will remember is the dancing CE hunter who is like, cut, I'm a kitty cat.
I remember that.
Oh my god, that was the first of that kitty cat dance that I saw before I saw the original one.
Did you have to did you watch Red vs. Blue back when you had to download it?
No, but
because it was before YouTube was a thing.
Yeah, and then they had like that DVD release and everything.
Man, they had a DVD release. That was crazy at the time.
Of like,
it's on. It's on Netflix.
Yeah,
that's so crazy. I grew up watching that, and it's on Netflix now.
Oh my god, and like.
Remember the screen was always cut at the bottom because,
yeah,
and you could always see a little bit of the crosshair.
Oh man, it always blew my mind. I was just like, wait, this is all made from video game footage, but it's in a movie store as a DVD, like legit.
Look, it's Master Chief and Master Chief. Like,
flipped my mind.
It's Blue Master
down.
Chief and Red Master Chief.
It flipped my mind sideways all around. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh,
there
god.
they go, the claymation monsters. Yeah, look at him. He's all jerky looking.
Oh my god.
Yeah, here we go.
I love how the little like bottom text thing like practically sasses him after this.
Yeah.
After he gives that big speech.
Yeah, look, they believe that Halo is some kind of weapon. It's suddenly in Halo 2 they're like, no, it's
a thing that'll take you to all of
heaven.
To all of that.
I wonder why they dropped the idea of. Probably because it made for more interesting, a more interesting story that the Covenant were like being all lied to by these like gross squids.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Yeah. He's crazy.
And apparently the Prophets like species like before the Halo blast they were like nice. And
they were. It's really funny because before the Halo ring they were considered beautiful like as a species. They were considered almost universally attractive.
And now they're just
like the Asari and Mass Effect where almost everybody's attracted to. And now they're like these gross inbred worms.
Right, but like they're still beautiful when they shut up and get behind me, sir.
Yeah, shut up and get behind me, sir. He gets abducted almost immediately after this mission.
It's gonna be tough though.
Oh my god, they were talking about how like they were like Joe Staten was talking about how like they. In hindsight, it was really stupid of them to add in the Marines will shoot the Covenant bodies after they're dead because they armed Captain Keyes with a needler, so he'll just run up to bodies and unload them with needles and blow himself up.
Oh god.
And basically to play this level on Legendary, you have to run as fast as you can because he's going to kill himself.
Right? Oh god.
There's so many little quirks in this game. I love it. Like blowing off they forgot to give the Flood some kind of offensive capability when they don't have arms.
Oh yeah, so they just waddle towards
they just follow you around.
It's like I'm going to glare at you menacingly with my eye that's covered in goop.
Yeah, they've got the goop, like the gross feelers.
Oh god.
Oh man. This game has so much personality in it.
Oh, yeah.
Even the little oversights like that, I wouldn't want them fixed. They're part of what makes this game great.
Exactly, and when it comes down to those decisions of, trying to decide which is which in that regard, you really gotta pay attention to, what people are liking, because, Halo really does that right when they kind of have, inside jokes throughout the series and all that good stuff. Oh god, where's Keys? There he is.
Yeah, they were
I always
talking.
lose him at this part.
Oh, Captain Keyes. Oh yeah. This is always where he dies because you get flooded in.
Yep. Oh, if I remember where they come out from, I think I might stop him. At least
We're screwed, man. Game over, man. Stow the belly aching soldier. I love that line.
Right, well, he's the first one to go. Like,
He's like, stow the belly aching soldier. He just runs through the door and like blows himself up. The fucking needler.
oh,
I wonder why they gave him a needler. Like, I mean, if the problem is that like the he keeps blowing himself up, why not give him a plasma rifle so he doesn't? I wonder if there's a technical reason why they gave him a needler.
Right. The only reason that I've ever known about was, you know, the other ones picked up plasma rifles, so to distinguish him from a distance, he's got things on him.
You know what? Maybe that's probably exactly why they did that. And instead, they gave him a weapon that he keeps killing himself with.
Right? Like, what the?
Release the clamps. Clamps released. There he is. Well, thank goodness government technology is really intuitive for humans.
Right? Like, we thought this was never gonna happen, but nope, we just shove your hand in there, see what works.